Have you ever wondered if that old UK coin's sitting in your drawer? Today we're diving deep into the top 3 most valuable UK Elizabeth coins that could turn pocket change. From rare minting errors to limited editions, these coins aren't just history, they're hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. We're diving deep into the most rare 1971 era UK Elizabeth to new Pence coin, uncovering their history, features, mistakes, and jaw-dropping values that will make you check your change immediately after this video. The twist during that chaotic transition. A handful of minting errors slipped through the Royal Mint's machines, and those mistakes turned these humble-to-be coins into absolute treasures. The background. To understand why the 1971 2p is so important, we need to travel back to the dawn of the decimal era, a moment that completely changed British coinage. Before 1971, Britain's currency was based on pounds, shillings, and pence, an old system that had survived for centuries. But on the 15th of February 1971, everything changed. It was Decimal Day, when the Royal Mint introduced a new, simpler currency, 100 pence to the pound. The most valuable errors and varieties. Wrong planchette error. Value £10,000 to £20,000 for minor off-metal errors. Only a few are known to exist, and some are believed to still be undiscovered. Double strike error. Value to £1,000 to £7,000 for minor doubling. Proof of how chaotic things got during Decimal Day production. Off-center strike error. Value £1,000 to £3,000 if the metal blank isn't properly aligned during striking. Die clash and die crack errors. Value to £1,000 to £3,000. Each crack tells a story, a mark of the machinery under intense pressure, real auction sales, and collector demand. Here's a look at how these coins have performed in recent years. Wrong planchette cupro nickel sold for £36,000 at a private sale. Double strike sold for £9,200 at Baldwin's of St. James. Off-center error 40% sold for £7,500. Missing letter variety estimated £18,000 to £25,000 if verified. Even lightly mis-struck coins fetch hundreds, because 1971 was such an important year for collectors. How to identify your 1971 to new Pence for errors. Ready to hunt for treasure. Here's how to check your coins like a professional. Make sure it's 1971. Later to Pence coins are more common. Weight. Standard weight is 7.12 grams. Anything else could mean an off-metal strike. Metal color. Copper brown is normal. Silver or gray means potential wrong planchette. Lettering. Look closely at new Pence. Missing letters or doubled text are key error signs. Alignment. Rotate the coin. Both sides should be perfectly aligned. If not, you may have a rotated die error. Off-center coins look stretched or uneven. Use a magnifier and bright light. Even the smallest details can mean the difference between £2p and £20,000. Certification and grading. If you suspect your 1971 2p is special, send it to a grading service for professional evaluation. Recommended services. NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company, PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service. They'll verify, grade, and seal your coin in a protective holder, officially certifying its authenticity. A certified coin always sells for more. Graded NGC MS65 off metal £8,000. Imagine this: you're digging through your old coin jar, and suddenly you spot a 1971 era UK Elizabeth 5 new Pence coin. From off-metal strikes to double strikes, from missing letters to mule errors. These rare mistakes have turned an ordinary 5p coin into an extraordinary collector's treasure. We'll uncover the history, the key features, and the most shocking errors that could turn a humble pocket change coin into something worth a small fortune. The background. Let's rewind to the early 1970s, when Britain was preparing for one of the biggest currency changes in its history. Before 1971, the UK used pounds, shillings, and pence, a complex, centuries-old system that confused many. Then came Decimal Day, the 15th of February 1971, when everything changed forever. That's when the 5 new Pence coin was officially released. It replaced the old 1 shilling coin, but kept the same size, weight, and metal, making the transition easier for the public. The most valuable errors and varieties. Wrong planchette error. Value £10,000 to £20,000 for minor metal errors. These are so rare that only a handful have been verified, making them dream finds. Multiple strike error. Value to £1,000 to £7,000 for partial doubling. These coins are visually striking and highly sought after. Die clash and die crack errors. Value £500 to £1,000 for light cracks. The inner workings and failures of the minting process. Real auction sales. Let's look at some real-world numbers to put these values into perspective. Off-metal error. Bronze blank sold privately for £21,000. Double strike error sold for £8,500 at Baldwin's auctions. Off-center strike 50% misaligned sold for £6,200, missing letter error estimated at £15,000 to £25,000 if authenticated. And remember, new discoveries still surface today. If a mule or proof trial coin appeared, the bidding would be astronomical. How to identify an error 5 new pence coin? You might have one of these treasures and not even know it. Here's how to check your 1971 5p coins like a pro. Date must read 1971. That's the first year of decimalization. Color should be silvery copper nickel. Anything copper or golden is an error. Weight normal equals 5.65 grams. Anything significantly lighter or heavier means possible wrong planchette. Text check new pence and 1971 for missing letters or double impressions. Alignment flip the coin, both sides should align. If not, it may have a rotated die. Shape, uneven edges, or off-center designs are valuable. A good magnifier and digital scale are your best tools. In this video, we're uncovering the incredible history, the shocking errors, and the staggering values of the 1971 error UK Elizabeth I new penny coin that changed British currency forever and continues to surprise collectors more than 50 years later. These coins are so rare that collectors all around the world are hunting for them, and one day soon, someone might just pull one out of their change and become an overnight millionaire. The background: 1971 wasn't just another year, it was the start of a new era in British money. For centuries, Britain had used the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to 140 old pence to the pound. But on the 15th of February 1971, known as Decimal Day, everything changed, and at the heart of this revolution was the brand new one new penny coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and a portcullis gate on the reverse, a design that would soon become iconic. The most valuable errors and varieties: wrong planchette error, value £5,000 to £15,000 for minor off-metal errors. Some experts believe there could be more undiscovered examples, still hidden in collections. Double-struck error, value £15,000 to £20,000 for clear. Dramatic doubles, collectors go wild for these because they show the minting process. Off-center strike error, value major 50% or more off £5,000 to £10,000. Each off-center coin is completely unique. Brockage error, value £10,000 to £12,000. Collectors love these because they tell a story about the chaos happening inside the mint, real auction results, and collector market. Let's look at how these coins perform in the real world. Off-metal copper nickel planchette sold for £28,000. Double strike MS64 sold for £15,200. Off-center 40% strike sold for £7,800. New variety sold privately for £40,000 to £1,500. Even coins with light errors or partial doubling regularly sell for hundreds to thousands at auctions across the UK and Europe. How to identify if you have a rare 1971 error penny? Here's how you can search your collection like a pro. Check the date, it must read 1971. Look at the metal color, is it silvery or lighter than normal? Inspect the text, especially new penny missing letters are worth a fortune. Examine the edges and shape. Off-center or broad strike coins look stretched or uneven. Use a digital scale, the standard weight is 3.56 grams. Anything noticeably different could mean a wrong planchette. Use magnification to spot doubling or die cracks. Even the smallest variation could mean a payday of thousands. Certification and authentication. Send your coin to a reputable grading company, such as NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company, PCGS UK Professional Coin Grading Service. They will examine, grade, and encapsulate your coin in a tamper-proof holder. A certified coin not only guarantees authenticity, it can multiply its market value. For instance, raw error penny £800, same coin graded by NGC as MS65 off metal error £8,000.